Gerardo, I hear that we have more sticky notes on the way.
Yes, we do. To wrap things up, if you haven't been following along, we do this lovely sticky note thing. Kind of stole this from NBA on TNT. And what they would do is like essentially like week to week, they would put sticky notes on the board of when they'll believe it, and then they'll write down the date of like, hey, I think the Raptors are they're going to be the top team in the East or whatever.
Nobody said that since the Obama administration, probably.
And so we have done that. And obviously, we're going to go by week and what we still believe. And if we don't believe it, we'll take it off and then obviously replace that sticky note or not. We're going to go by it. Week 1, Colts win the AFC South. Yep.
I should stick to that. Yep.
I still believe that strongly. Week 1, I believe Stroud will be a bust in the 2023 class. I'm going to be sticking to that one as well, too. Caleb, Mike McDaniels will be fired. Zach Wilson will start for the Dolphins.
Keeping that for sure.
Gotcha. Caleb, Max Brosner will be a starter.
Oh, it's so close.
It's so close. He played a game. And
closed it out for him.
Caleb, Green Bay will be winning the division.
They
have the leg up against Detroit. I'm going to give you that. And I think the game was a bit of a fluke against the Browns.
I'm not ready to take that one off yet. It's close. Close.
All righty. Now we're going to get to our week 2 ones. Caleb Williams gets benched this year.
I know that they beat Dallas, but I'm keeping it up there.
Gotcha. Jake Browning will be 500 when Joe Burrow gets back. It did not look.
Did they just? They got their ass whipped by Minnesota.
Yeah. I may still keep that one for one more week, and then we'll reevaluate the situation. Dave Canales will be fired during the season.
It came off 30-0 divisional win.
Oh, yeah, but that game was horse shit. If we're going to talk about week 3, I'm going to fully discuss how that game was a lie. Caleb, Aaron Rodgers does not finish the season.
I know
it's not a bad shout.
They just beat my Patriots, which I picked, by the way.
It's not a bad shout.
We'll keep it.
Week 3 sticky notes. Anyone's off the rip that I can think of? Texans will have a top 5 pick in the draft.
So you're thinking either Minnesota sucks or they suck. Don't they have to?
I think so. But let me put it this way. Go look at the Texans. Look it up right now. Look at their next 8 games. They only have 3 winnable games in the next 8 games.
Texans. I was looking at their draft picks. Texans schedule. All right, so
they play the Titans.
Week 4, next. They got the Titans at home, I believe.
Win.
Yep. Ravens on the road.
Loss.
Seahawks on the road.
Loss.
Host the Niners.
Loss.
Broncos.
Listen, no, the 49ers are a decent team, and they lost, like, who else you say after that?
Broncos.
Loss.
Jaguars.
Win, but they didn't even win this game.
Titans.
Win.
Bills at home.
Lose.
At Colts.
Lose.
At Chiefs.
Lose.
Cardinals at home.
Lose.
Raiders at home.
Win. So that's 4 within the last 10 in the next 10 games.
Well, then they have 2 more if you want to just play it out.
Okay.
At Chargers.
Loss.
Host Colts.
Loss.
So what's that record?
4 and what's that? 4 and 13?
Yep.
That's about right.
That's a top 5 pick.
Caleb, outside of that, you gave me 2 faces. That means what? At best, they win 6 games?
6-11, yeah. And even then, I did at Kansas City.
Yeah, but also, it's still Kansas City. As much as I don't like their team this year, like, the Texans look that bad.
Yeah, that's a good one. God.
It's just not a pretty schedule for them. And I think on top of that, their ineptitude of, I would feel a little bit differently if they won this Jaguars game in a certain sense. Because even if they won the even though if they beat the Jaguars, like 20-17, I would still probably stick to this statement. They have just looked so bad offensively with that talent. Nico is a legitimate wide receiver in this league. He's a top 10 wide receiver in this league. Like, what's going on? Which is ironic. You would think that CJ Stroud, after his rookie season, they thought that dude was going to be the face of the league, like breaking all those rookie records and whatnot. I mean, dude, look how many times they passed the ball in this game. I think it's 38 times. Like, the dude literally slung the rock around, and it's just not effective.
No, for sure.
Their play calling has been ass. Their running game has been ass, and they have no offensive line. But the crazy part is they have a legitimately good defense.
Yeah, no, it's kind of bizarre. They kind of look like the 2023 Patriots. Just no offense whatsoever, despite a pretty solid defense.
Caleb, you have any week 3 sticky notes?
I'm debating a couple. I'll throw this one out there. I don't think Tyler Shuck's gonna see the field this year. Just kind of a vibe I get. Like, he won't start a game. Like, if we wanted to, like, define that a little better. So I guess there's one. The other one I was sitting on, I don't know if it's kind of corny to say this, but I'll say it anyway. The Patriots aren't finishing above 500 this year.
It's not a bad shout.
It's 8 wins or less. Like, you keep shooting yourself in the foot. I know this is the Patriots podcast, but I'm having a rant anyway. Red zone interception, fumbles galore between Drake May, Ramondre Stevenson, like, just turnovers. They should have won that game by 3 scores against Pittsburgh. It shouldn't have been close. Rodgers gave one to you. Their offense was inept. It was terrible. They gave you the ball to tie it up in the last couple of minutes, and Pop Douglas can't remember how many yards he has to be away to get the first down, and he falls up short. Go figure. This team, it's young. It's like the 3rd youngest team in the league. They're better coached than they were last year, without a doubt. They still have a long way to go. Like, an absurdly long way to go. They do not have the talent to keep up and afford the mistakes that they're making. So, that being said, I don't think the Patriots are even sniffing the 10-7. I said they're not sniffing the 12-5. You said, they're not a 500 team. They're going to finish with anywhere between 6 and 8 wins. That's still going to be a pretty good season in comparison to what it's been. But people really, they kind of missed the mark when they blew right past a decent season when they were predicting 10, 11, 12 wins. So
that's not a bad shout. So yeah, I really don't know what else to do. I think pretty much it's been not very crazy predictions.
It was a weird week 3.
No, I mean, I just think it's a big, if you want to really wrap up what week 3 was, I think it's the outlier week. I don't think Atlanta is.
I think that's a sticky note.
What?
Week 3 was an outlier week.
I mean, but it wasn't like, that isn't like I look back and be like, oh, I'm going to look at every week 3 game to see whether or not that team is legitimately good. I think, like, for instance, what I mean by that is, like, one, the Panthers are still one of the worst teams in the league. I think it's hard. It's just as hard to go 0-17 as it is to go 17-0. It is. And the Panthers are just going to get a crazy win here and there. Plus, if you look offensively, like, Bryce Young sucked ass this game too. Like, he wasn't good at all. Just people think 30-0 and they think, oh, he probably threw for like 4 touchdowns. The dude had 121 yards passing. Their defense showed up this game. And also Michael Penix kind of choked this game away. Also, the Browns are not better than the Packers. Not at all. The Browns are not a really good team at all this year. Like them winning that game, nobody would have predicted that. I bet you 99% of the public took the Packers on that one.
Lost my survivor pool because I took the Packers.
Who else?
It's a $15 buyback, but I'm like, I'm good.
Who else was there? I mean, like you had let's see, Caleb Williams and the Bears. All of a sudden, just their offense looks insane. Like, no, I don't. Mind you, this is also a Dallas team that gave up how many yards to Russell Wilson? Like, come on now. Like, I don't believe this. I don't believe that this week was an Indian. This week looks like it's the biggest lie of all time across the board. So many games that got blown out. Is Minnesota that much better with Carson Wentz? I mean, probably.
You hope so, don't you?
But I mean, like that game, I think the Bengals are that screwed if they do not have Joe Burrow. I actually kind of do now. Like their team is outside of Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. Like that team is like a fucking 28th ranked team in the league. They got no defense. They ain't got no offensive line, and they got a quarterback that saves their ass all the time. If you want to talk about true MVPs, if it's kind of like how Peyton Manning, like when he wasn't on the Colts, that Colts team was the worst team in the league, and you could argue Peyton Manning is MVP because without Peyton Manning, that team goes from the best team in the league to literally the worst team in the league. I would say the same thing about the Bengals. If you do not have Joe Burrow on that Bengals team is picking top 5 year end and year out. With Joe Burrow on that team, that's a Super Bowl contending team. That's how big of a difference he is. Like that Bengals team is also hot garbage, and they set themselves up for failure on that one.